All right, so I'm gonna change. Uh, Actually, I completely crossed it out. I don't like editing my videos, so I'm gonna change the subject right now. So, I'm gonna give some tips on how to follow Durianrider's protocols. What I've been doing, my tips. If you're still into it, I've gained weight. Well, I haven't been riding as much because I've got a back problem and it causes like weakness in my legs and my arms. Like it, like I don't know if you know, but when you like, let's say you stubbed your toe, your heart rate goes up, right? And you're like, oh shit, and you breathe. So, I think when our body has some sort of pain, it takes energy. And so whenever I get this, my weak limbs, my legs hurt and my arms hurt, like it feels like I'm about to have a heart attack. I don't get shortness of breath. It's just like like I feel exhausted. I'm sure too is like, being overweight and not as fit anymore definitely doesn't help. But I've been trying to stay calm about it, not stressing too much about it. Uh, and so, going into the advice, hopefully that music doesn't like affect my monetization, even though I'm not monetized yet. Or am I? I don't know. So, I've gained weight, and how am I dealing with this weight? I'm giving you profiles. Like I've accepted it. Like before, it was hard like accepting it because I was a virgin, and I wasn't getting my luck with women. So I always thought to myself like, oh man, I'm ugly. But I mean, sure, for sure, I would love to be, more cut, more fit, uh, um, but and yeah, more comfortable. Like my shirts sometimes I'm like they're kind of tight. So this is a tip, if how to deal with the being fat. Um, yeah, yeah, your joints hurt a bit more, but I think you just gotta relax, right? Sometimes I lay on the floor because I'm like my back hurts, for example, and I'm more overweight, so it's like it's harder to like it's harder for me to sit. Sometimes I'm kind of like just feeling fat. Um, I lay on the floor. Okay, I'm on the floor. It's better to relax than to be stressed because stress is also not good for weight loss, not good for your health. So just relax and accept it. Yeah, people are gonna say you're fat. Hey, you got fat. Just let them know. Hey, that hurt. When you say that hurts. For example, my mom would. I used to be really self conscious where if I went to go visit my mom, and she'd be like, Henry, you're fatter now. I'd be like, oh, I hate you. Um, but I realized, yeah, no, and I think about too is like some people will always be like, oh, hey, did you see your neighbor? She got fatter now. Did you see that? It's like some people will talk about that, and it's in my head. Sometimes I'm like, I know people are talking about me. Henry's gotten fat. For example, my girlfriend, she saw a video recently, a picture of me recently, uh, and she's told me her friends have said that I've gotten fatter, and my girl's been like, you're fatter too. She just says you've gotten bigger. I guess this video is gonna be how to deal with being overweight and fat. I don't look fat in this video. Let me see if I get up. I don't look that bad, but I mean, when I look at pictures and stuff, I'm like, damn, you know. But before I try to before I get butt hurt, and I know I'm like, oh, if I go to this party or I go see this friend who I know, who used to see me before and I was skinnier, I know they're gonna think about it. They're gonna think I'm fat. Or if I go back to see my girlfriend, we FaceTime and she's seen me, but when I go back, her friends are gonna be like, Henry, you've gotten fatter, because Filipino people will, they do that. They're kind of like, hey, you got fat. But before I do that, when I'm home, I know first I'm staying hydrated. I'm drinking like a liter of water almost every hour. Not all the time. Like in the weekend, sometimes I slack. I get dehydrated. But when I'm working, I'm drinking a liter of water, and sometimes I can feel the water retention. Sometimes I can feel, my gut is my stomach is full, is bigger. My shirt's tighter because I've drank more water. I can feel it. Doesn't necessarily mean I got like the water, made me fatter. Yes, it made me bigger and heavier because of the water. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. I don't know.